of good girls and boys out there. And then we take our chisel, and I'm going to take a smaller V. Where is he? I'm going to go in an angle away. Oops, sorry, pardon me. You're going to just don't push down too hard. I think I am pushing down too hard because it might chip away. Maybe one more here. This side. Is good. Okay, now what I want to do is first take the visor off. It's driving me nuts with the camera. I'm going to take my other tool, my other V tool, and I want to finish the beard here and start in the back. I always like to start in the back just in case if I goof up or I change my mind, you know, it's in the back. A little bit of cleaning up. I suppose I'll clean up later. Clean up later. Now I can use my V tool. After I shaped all of this, and as I use my V tool, is then I twist left and right, up and down, like that. Then it looks more natural. Now you could use your knife too if you want to pick instead of using the V tool, you use the knife. Twist. Then after you clean it up, I'll just show a little section. I think hopefully you got the idea of what's going on here. Take some of the chips out of there. And then you want to take the V tool or knife and finish it down here. And so on. So I'll just leave it like that. You go all the way around and do all of that. A lot of cleaning up to do. Oi. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to do, one last thing. I want to give this one last look over this cloak. Last look over as far as is it exactly the way I want it, with the exception of cleaning up, of course. Because then we're going to put that stripe in there. Last look. I did want this to sway out a little bit. Like I said, cleaning up later. Just wanted to bring it out to see if it would be able to come out. This side here. Now this is that part of the wood that goes so many different directions here. Again, cleaning up later. This here. I'm going to do a little bit of sweep this way. A little bit of sweep this way. give it a chance to, big chisel, give it a chance to kind of sweep back a little bit. Oops, oopsie. Watch where the green goes even though it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. See, a little bit of sway back, just to give it a little extra character. All right, pencil. Just going to put in, I think it's probably about a 3/8 inch, but you can put it in as wide as you want. Make sure it's the same from here to here. Let's get the chisel glove on, the tool, and of course I want to go away from the bar or the band or whatever you call it, the stripe. Tilt your feed tool away. Oops. Oh boy, I think I goofed up there too far in. Well, then we'll just have to clean up the, use our metallic eraser. Maybe bring a little bit of it out if you want, because I still say that's kind of embroidered, so you can bring a little bit, bring it out a little bit like this. Okay, in general, he's relatively done, except for, I believe, 2 items, major items. We're going to look as he is now. Like I said, there's how I did the hair. I'll finish that out later. Did clean up the apples somewhat. I think they should be more clean, but at least I'm getting them rounder. Hands I might play with a little bit. Now, what's missing, 2 things, is what's he holding on to? If I can get it, here's the pattern of his, what he's going to hold on to. He's going to hold it out in such a way that you can still kind of get a copy of it, and it's just really a basic thing, a basic swirl. I mean, if you ever look on the internet, you look on old vintage Christmas cards of Saint Nicolas, there's all kinds of funky things that they got. Well, this one, mine that I did here, now this one I kind of cheated where I had a stick. This is just a dowel. And then I had the little fair lease or whatever you call it up here, so all I had to do is just kind of mess with this. but I just don't like the fact that it kind of, you know, ends with it kind of sticking out like that. So I'm going to take a chance and try. And I cut this out. This is a 1/4 inch, I believe, because it's going to match, or a little more than a 1/4 inch, because we still want to cut down a little bit. 1/4 inch thick wood, and like about a 1/4 inch or a little more than a 1/4 inch, because that's going to go in that 1/4 inch hole. Now this particular piece from one end to the other is 9 inches, in which it kind of breaks at about an inch and a 1/4. Oh, wait a second. There you go. There we go. And what I did now, since some of you guys probably have a scroll saw, you can cut all that out there, that little circle. But if you don't, then I just got the drill there. Or if you even don't got to have a drill, then oh boy, that's going to be hard to cut out. And what it is just going to be a matter of rounding it all out. And you're just taking a square peg and turning it into a round peg. And this is what I was kind of talking about before, that you rotate the wood to fit your knife. I think the reason why my thumb always gets on my other thumb is because I get more, it goes out farther, or if I go like this. But after a while, sure I get more swipes like this, but well, it's okay like this, because this is just a real fine cut. But when you're really bearing down, this thumb hurts. It hurts. So that's what you want to basically go up and down the stick, is to get it into a nice round. I do prefer, I get to a point where I prefer, I don't want to use dowels that much because it's too, you know, mechanical. You know, it's too perfect. This is a carving. So if I ever do use dowels, I would like to get a dowel that's a little bigger, and then do something like this to that dowel to ding it up that looks like that it is a carving. Now this is going to be a little more difficult here, is like I said, I drilled. I mean, it's a matter of just getting this thing started. Without breaking it, you got to be conscious about the grain, which way the grain is, because the grain is going this way. So here now I'm cutting against the grain, and now I'm going to start cutting with the grain. And when you cut with the grain, it kind of goes off a little much easier than you want it. And I got a sharper knife, and this is going pretty good so far. Yeah, this would probably be a perfect project for a beginning wood carver, because you know, beginning wood carvers, they just take a little chunk out at a time. Me, what happens is I take bigger chunks out, and because I like to get it going. The reason I like to get things done is not because, you know, I'm impatient, and you know, it's not the way of the artist, is to be impatient and just to try to slap things together and call it good. It's just that I've got so many projects in mind. Holy smokes, I got this and that. I got tons of Santas and snowmen and angels and pirates, and not so much pirates as Vikings, and I got another type of wood carving going on in my head, and I'm something I've never seen anybody do, and I'm hoping to do it, probably the first one, and I ain't going to tell you what it is until after it's done, and then probably do a video on it.